Hi Gia. Today I'm going to show you how to start using the back end of your website. So first we want to go ahead and log in with your credentials. So I'm going to go and log in with mine, and it will take you to the WordPress admin site. So this is your dashboard. Your dashboard may look a little bit different to mine. Color-wise, I decided to go with a little lighter color, but everything should still be in the same place for where you see yours in comparison to mine. So first, before I show you the back end, just wanted you to be able to see where you can actually access your site. Up here, you see St. Martin Law. You can go and visit the site. And this is where you're going to reference to make sure all the editing that you're doing on the back end of your website is being seen on the front end. So it is easier to usually go back and reference to this just so you know everything is that you're putting into place is working properly. So I created this with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pages. You have your home page, and then you click onto them and it takes you to every additional page as well. Now say that you wanted to go ahead and edit any of these header titles. I can show you exactly how to do that. You're going to actually do this in the front end rather than the back end. You're going to go to this button right here that says Customize. And we are going to go and click Menus. Right now you have your menu location set at the top and the bottom, and that's just so people can always access your pages up here and down here as well. So we are going to go and main menu. So here you can see the actual titles of your menus. If you want to see back, I just clicked main menu and then I went into these pages, and you can click onto them and you can change the names. Now these I just put in generic names. Of course, if you would like to name them something else, you can go ahead and you can, name it test. And you would want to save and publish. And then if you go over here, you can see that that is now the name of your page. So you can see it more like how it would actually look. You see how it says test here. So it's a simple change like that. The back end of your page will still be called about because it's just for organizing purposes. It remembers that until you change it. But from the front end, now if someone was to see it, it would change to, this would be the new name of it. So let's go back and change it to the about so we don't get confused. Always when you're saving something or changing something, you want to make sure you save and publish. If you exit out of a screen without saving and publishing, your edits will not be saved. When we get to the back end of your site, I can show you. You'll also have to click a button that says update to make sure that your site is actually being updated live while you're doing the edits to make sure it's just keeping up with all the changes that you're making. So also while you're in the front, you can go and you can explore everything, the contact, the service pages. At the moment, everything is just with filler text. As you can see, this is just filler text to keep in its place. This is the stuff that we're going to edit as long as, in addition to the header and the second header here. So let's go to the back end. You're just going to click this little WordPress icon, and we're going to go to Pages. And then you can see here, this is where all of your pages are held right now. The ones with the little dashes are all the live pages, and these little dashes mean that they are connected to your home page. So they are all a part of your menu at the moment. So let's go into the About page. We'll do an edit here. So this may look a little bit confusing, but this is actually the back end of your website. So I'm going to keep on referencing to the About page. So let me actually keep a second tab open so you can keep on seeing the About page. So this is the About Us page that is at the moment. There's an area for mission statement, any additional services, a little information about you, and then some additional testimonials if you would like to put that afterwards. So this layout right here actually mimics what these blocks are saying right here. So where it says special heading and space and header, this is actually this part of your website. This part up here does not change. This is actually just going to be shown on every single site, every single page, since it's just like the menu header. But this changes. This has its own block. This has its own block. This has its own block. And down here has its own block, which you can see here. This is the header block. This is the information blocks. This is these little dividers, is that gray line that you see. These little text blocks are the third text blocks that you see right here. And it's really good to kind of just keep on referencing back and forward to practice like where you are on the page in comparison to what the back end is showing you. Honestly, it's really simple. You just have to play with it a little bit to understand. So we're going to go in and we're going to edit. Let's say we want to edit this text right here. We'll stay simple. So we're going to go into this block right here that says special heading and text block. This cream area right here is the overall block that you would be editing. You don't want to go in and touch that. You want to go and touch individual blocks, specifically the ones that say text blocks and special headings. Oh, see, I just moved my text block. You can move them around. You can change the spacing of it. But of course, like I can explain that to you in another video, or of course in person with you too. You can always also play around with something. I can always go and fix it if you need me to afterwards, just so you get better understanding and acquainted with your site. So we're going to go into the text block right here and we are going to click edit. The text block has information in it. As you can see, this is just like dummy text. So you want to keep the information, you want to type within the dummy text just in case, because it has certain formatting that if you deleted all the dummy text and started again, that it may, mess with the code and mess with the editing, like the styling of the actual text box. So let's say I want to say, hello, my name is Andrea. This is a test of text. Okay, and I want to click enter and I want to make that its own space. So here you can mess with the headings and the stylings. I would recommend not touching that as much because they are actually coded into the back end already to look a specific way. If you'd like to play with it, you're welcome to, and then I can go in and make all of the font the same for you, as long as you're able to just, put in the information that you want. So we're just going to click save. And remember, we edited this text block right here. So we're going to click update. We're clicking update so you can see your edits. If you don't want to click update, if you just want to preview your edits before actually saving them, you can always click preview changes, and that will bring it to over here once it loads and updates, where you can actually see your edits without fixing it. So you see here, I said, hello, my name is Andrea. This is a test of text. That is a simple edit where you can just type in information. Say you want to change these headers. So let's do the same thing. It's really, really simple. We're going to go to special heading. We're going to click edit. And we're going to keep the styling as it is. And we're going to put here. Preview changes. And you can see Andrea was here. So you always want to just leave a little the first letter in just so it keeps that formatting, and then afterwards you can always delete it so you know, keep the formatting and the actual font and type that it is. I can go in, of course, and change all this for you afterwards if you'd like to change the font. If you have additional text that doesn't fit in the right spaces, we can go and make more text blocks for you. We can change the formatting. This is just a pretty basic layout just so you have something to start with to be able to write stuff. So yeah, there is that. Let's do a second one too, so we can just show you. I can show you with the triple blocks. So these 3 text blocks, they're the thirds right here. They mimic this our services part. The heading that is above these 3 text blocks, it says special heading. That is this our services. The headers are always a separate chunk to the text blocks. That's just how the formatting is for it. So text blocks, we're going to go in. I just hit it. Edit. Oh, what was I doing? We're going to click the text box. And we're going to say, hello, this is more filler text with no information. If you would like to actually bold something within a sentence, you can always click the bold here. If there's a specific link that you would like to link to your text, for example, here I can show you how to do that right now. Say I want to link the word text. We have the hyperlink. We're going to insert right here and say I want to link it to my website. And we're going to insert it and apply it. So now that link is now a part of the text. So we'll save it and we'll preview changes. We'll go down to here and we will click on that. And now you've come to my website. So once you're really happy with your changes that you have made to your site, you're going to want to make sure that you update it. So make sure this yellow button update is clicked once you're happy with the text that you've input. Once you've fiddled around with it or played, if you've made an error, I can always just go in and fix it. But if nothing will stay there until you click update to those pages. Okay, so that is a basic of how to just input text. Once you finish with one page, you can go ahead and then go to the other pages. You can go to immigration, you can go to services, and just follow step by step by, seeing where the pages start and just following the text boxes. If it says header, special header, it looks like this. This is a subheader. If it looks like this is a text box. All right. Feel free to call me or email me with any questions. If this didn't explain everything that you needed to know, we can always, of course, meet up and I can fill in text for you if we need to change boxes around. I'm very happy to help you with that too. This is just a basic frame to get you started off with putting information into your site. Alrighty, thanks.